Chelsea here, aka Wednesday Addams, back with another video. I really like to identify myself as either Wednesday or Morticia. I feel like the older I get, the little bit more like Morticia-like I get, but KB really isn't pulling off the Gomez vibes. I'm gonna need him to wake up every morning telling me that I look better than death. Anyway, what up YouTube? I'm back and I'm really excited. Because today we're gonna talk about handbags. We're gonna talk about bags. And bags always give me the warm and fuzzies. Makeup gives me the warm and fuzzies. A good pair of sneakers give me the warm and fuzzies. Handbags really give me the warm and fuzzies. So anyway, that's what we're gonna talk about. You can actually see in the background my little bag shelf back here. It's looking pretty empty right now because I've taken all of my bags that I want to talk about today and put them on the floor next to me to give them a whirl. But what we're gonna talk about today is we're actually gonna talk about the best handbags for work. I am not a full-time YouTuber. I'm not a full-time blogger. So I need to do a commute every single day. And my commute is about 45 minutes door to door. Have to take a bus, have to do some walking, all that good stuff. And I'm also somebody that likes to take my life with me. I need to have my planner. I usually need to have my lunch with me, so I don't pack very light. So anyway, that's what we're gonna be chatting about today. I'm gonna take you through my favorite handbags for work. We'll talk about why I like them and what I think is necessary to have if you're gonna take a handbag to work. That's what we're up to. So if that's something you want to hear about from the all black Wednesday Addams, that is myself, stay tuned. I'm gonna pull up the one that I feel like is the most like default in my collection, like obviously best for work, my Longchamp. And this is one of the like million Longchamps I own. You can see back here on my shelf of handbags, I've left some of my Longchamps up here because I really only need to show you one. But what I love about the Longchamp is one, obviously it's great for travel because it folds up like this, but for work, it is essentially a giant dump bag. So I honestly think that there probably isn't a better work bag out there, period. I know that's like a bold statement, but at the end of the day, if for work you just need to throw a bunch of stuff in and go, there really is no better bag than this one. I mean, it's huge, it fits everything. I will say there's like zero organization on the inside, which kind of sucks. It's basically just a giant black hole of nothingness, but it's huge and it fits everything. And it's comfortable, it's super convenient. You can spill crap on it, you can take it in the rain, it really doesn't matter. Great for commutes, and yeah, every girl and her grandma has one, but I honestly think a reason that people buy a lot of the same bags is because they're really good. So yeah, number one would be the original Les Pliages Longchamp. But also I'm gonna bring up this bag, which I actually just did a what's in my bag for this video. I'll try and pop a link up here somewhere to it. But this is another Longchamp. It's the medium size. It's called the Neo. I think when it has the same color handles as the nylon, it's called the Neo. I don't really know what else would qualify it as that, but this one is like a top handle and then has a crossbody. I love this one. Same concept as the other one. Obviously, like, it's pretty bulletproof. You can't really get it that dirty. It's nylon, you can wash it. And it's just a giant black hole, but I'm currently using this bag for work because it was like raining most of last week, so I just felt like this was the easier option for me. So I love using this one. To me, the black on black looks a little bit more classic than the brown leather handles. I'm obviously an all black kind of Wednesday Addams human. I really have liked using this one for work, and I think it's great just because giant gaping black hole, you can fit everything in it, and super classic and super chic. So love that one. The other great thing about the Longchamps, you guys, is they're relatively affordable. I'm not gonna say they're affordable. Affordable means something different to everyone, but what I love about them is that they are in the under 300, sometimes under 200 range. So they're a little bit more accessible than say like a designer bag. Longchamp is one of my faves. Great brand for work bags, super durable, A+. We're just gonna get all the black bags out of the way. That way I stop looking super boring. This bag I've really been loving, aesthetically at least. I honestly haven't been using it as much as I should. But this is it's one of the satchels. I forget the name of it. I'll put a link to all of these in the description box below. But this is from Gigi, New York. I think it's called the Hayden satchel. I think it is. It does have a crossbody strap, which I've just sucked in here a little bit. But the reason why I think this is a great work bag is not necessarily because it is the most functional in the sense that like you can't, unlike the Longchamp, you can't dump a ton of shit in here. But what you can do is look super profesh while you're going to a meeting, because it looks like a little briefcase. It basically looks like a briefcase, a satchel. It's just really classic and chic. You can have this top handle so you can totally wear it in the crook of your arm. I'll open it up for you. There's not a whole lot of room inside. I like to try and pride myself on being pretty honest. That's all you got, which, you know, it's pretty thin. That's what you have to work with. So you can fit a laptop in here, like my 13 or 15 inch, I can't remember what it is, does fit in here. There's also a back pocket here that you can totally squeeze your laptop or an iPad or something into. And then it has this slip pocket in the front. And then it does have two little slip pockets right here on the inside. So yes, there is a little bit of storage for you. I would say that it's just not, it's not as like functional as a Longchamp would be. I just don't think you can beat that. And then on top of that, this is a real leather. It's pebbled leather. So pebbled leather means that you don't necessarily have to worry about the scratching so much, but it's not really a bag that I would be like, yeah, let me go frolic in the rain with this. So if it's raining, I'm probably not gonna take this bag, but it's very classic. On a day that I wanna look a little bit more polished and maybe don't need to take my whole world with me, this is really great. The next bag I'm gonna talk about is a bag that I have an entire video about. It's the Neverfull. So again, I'll try and magically plop a link somewhere around here. I can't really do a video talking about work bags without talking about the Neverfull. The Neverfull is sort of just like the world's greatest tote on steroids. I still do think the Longchamp probably is the best work bag because it's durable. You cannot beat the Longchamp, any Longchamp, in terms of durability and the ability to dump everything in. But what I will say is that the Neverfull, and again, I'll link to that video. I've talked about this a million times and I have a whole video about reasons why I love this bag and some of the reasons why maybe there are cons to it. But I would say that if you want sort of a mix of being able to look really professional and really chic and functional, this actually is a really good option. So the GG New York bag is obviously great to look like you're going to a meeting and being professional, but it doesn't fit a lot. The Longchamp bag fits a ton, but it's really casual. So this is sort of the like, you could look really professional at work and then actually go to dinner afterwards, like, and you can fit everything. So this is sort of like the jack of all trades. I have it in two colors, actually. I have the Damier Bean. I'm not French, gonna butcher the shit out of that, but this is the Damier Bean. I wanted to feel a little bit different. Usually this comes with a red lining. I went for the blush pink. I always keep these nice and stuffed if I'm not using them. And then I have this one that my beautiful parents gifted me pre-loved for Christmas this past year. I've been probably using this more than my other one lately because the straps are soft like butter. Been loving these. Again, I just feel like I can take them shopping or to dinner or whatever. They look super classic and chic, and on top of that, like when you are Wednesday Addams or Morticia Addams and all you wear is black, having something like this kind of elevates the outfit. This kind of just jazzes up the outfit a little bit in a really classic way. On top of that, just to give you a little bit of a peek inside, I'm not gonna fully open it. You can see I've like stuffed it with tissue paper, but it is a gaping tote. So again, you can just dump your whole life in here. There's not a ton of organization. There are no main pockets. There's like one little interior slip pocket. It's really small. You could maybe fit like a little card case or some pens or something like that. You're not gonna get a whole lot of storage from an organizational standpoint out of this bag. However, you can do what I do. Basically, I put things in little bags like this. This is from Bow and Drape. I like to just kind of have little different cosmetic type cases for different things. So this is my emergency kit, and it's a large emergency kit because I'm a hypochondriac. So I always think I'm basically gonna get a cold sore or pink eye in the middle of the day randomly. So I literally have remedies for like everything. This is a type of bag that I would throw in my Longchamp or in the Neverfull. I have another one that's like a little touch-up case with like some lipstick and a powder. So this is my biggest tip if you're gonna go the route like this, where it's a giant gaping tote, is just make sure that you have like other ways to organize things. That way they're not just floating around in your bag and it ends up being a hot mess. Okay, and the last bag that I have that I would fully recommend as a work bag would be the Dagna Dover Ava bucket bag. This brand in general is actually really great for work bags. I'm pretty sure they advertise themselves that way, but basically their whole shtick is that all of their bags have like internal pockets and organization, and they're great for working women on the go. And I think they live up to that. I think they do a really great job of living up to that sort of brand mission. Bucket bags, for example, most of them are just big gaping totes that suction in at the top, right? Like usually they're just a giant hole, they're a bucket. This one though is very different in the sense that it has an internal organization system. So I'll try and show you that right here, but you can see right here that there's an internal divider, and along that divider, there's card slots, there's pen holders, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here that allows you to organize all of your stuff in this bag. Like, it's crazy. And I know, you know, size-wise, it may look like it can't fit a ton, but you can actually pop all of these buttons open, and it's freaking huge. Look at that. I could literally fit this bucket bag on my head. Here's proof. Anyway, I wouldn't wear it as a bucket bag hat, but my point is that it's really big. So you could totally fit, you actually probably could fit a laptop in there. You can definitely fit an iPad. I can fit my Erin Condren planner. And then you can just suction up the top if you want to kind of make it smaller. They also have a really helpful key leash in here, so you'll never lose your keys, which is a constant problem of mine, digging into my big bags to make sure I have my keys. So I love, love, love using this one for work. It's actually relatively new for me. I picked it up in December on Poshmark. If I'm after a bag, like a very specific bag, and I know what I want, typically I'll go on Poshmark and do an initial search before I make a purchase. And the reason I do that is because you can actually find a lot of items in amazing condition that are basically brand new, but for like half the price. So for example, I don't really remember the exact price of this bag, but it was definitely in like the $300 range, maybe even closer to $400, and I paid under $200 for it. So honestly, that's like an insane deal. I got like almost half off, if not half off. I can't even really fully remember, but it's brand new. This person never used it. It came with the original dust bag and the original stuffing and box and everything. So I got a sweet deal on this sucker, and it's like brand new. So that's sort of my little shopping for handbags tip, is check Poshmark before you do anything. This has been an amazing addition to my collection for a work bag, and been loving it. Okay guys, so that was my little work bag situation. I wanted to keep it a little bit shorter, but really informative, just to give you sort of like my top picks for the bags that I would take to work. I hope you found that helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up so I know that you like videos like this. Please tell me your favorite bag to take to work in the comments down below, because hashtag never not shopping. Always interested to hear about the next best bag. Hope you guys liked this video. I hope you join the family, my little bagel babe family. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Bye guys.